Hi everyone, my name is Avram K. and you're watching Alfei Panim Parshas Eikev 2025. We begin with the very first words of the Parsha. V'haya Eikev tishma'un, Esa mishpatim ha'ele, and it shall be because, Eikev, you listen to these laws, these ordinances. Chazal are deeply attentive to the use of the word Eikev, unlike the standard term im, which would mean if in Hebrew and which is used much more commonly. The word Eikev literally means heel. Rashi, citing the Medrash Tanchuma, says, if you listen even to the lighter mitzvahs, which a person tramples under his heel, then you will merit these brachas, these blessings. It's not just about whether we perform mitzvahs, but how we relate to even the small ones, the ones we might overlook, dismiss, or rationalize away. And here the Malbim explains that Eikev refers to those parts of divine service that are done without attention or passion, the mitzvahs we do by rote, without thought, the acts of habitual holiness that can become numb over time. The Torah challenges us. Will you be faithful even when no one is watching? Even when the mitzvah is quiet, inconvenient, or seemingly small? The Rambam addresses the entire framework of the brachas and the klolos, the blessings and the curses in the Torah in Hilchos Tshuva, and he writes, don't think that these rewards, rain, peace, plenty, are the essence of reward for mitzvahs. They are not. Rather, they are blessings, brachas, that enable a person to learn Torah and fulfill mitzvahs with peace of mind and health of body. The Rambam's message is revolutionary. Physical reward is not an end, it's a tool. It's not do mitzvahs and get a new car, it's do mitzvahs and Hashem will therefore bless you and give you bracha so that you can do more mitzvahs, better and longer. This speaks directly to our world today, where people often equate religious observance with guaranteed success. A person might say, I was careful about keeping Shabbos, why didn't I get that promotion? The Rambam would respond, the Torah never promised us that mitzvahs are transactional in that way. The reward of a mitzvah is the connection to Hashem and the refinement of your soul. Thus, when Parshas Eikev promises Hashem will remove all illness from you, the Rambam reads this as Hashem will give you the best conditions under which to serve Him. That's the blessing, that's the bracha. And what is the ultimate reward? The Rambam in Hilchos Tshuva writes that the good that is reserved for tzaddikim is the life of Olam Haba, a life without death, a good that is not mixed with evil. This is the long view. A Jew doesn't just live for today, we live with eternity in mind. Enter the Ramban with a different but complementary approach. In his commentary on Devarim, on the Pasuk V'haya im Shemaya, the Ramban states that the Torah is indeed promising literal, this world reward, Olam Hazeh reward for mitzvah observance, the rain, the grain, the peace. It's real, it's not just preparatory. It's part of the reward. Why? Because Eretz Yisrael is a spiritually sensitive land. It responds to our behavior. When we live in alignment with Hashem's will, the land itself reacts, just as a healthy body reflects a healthy soul. However, the Ramban acknowledges that the true ultimate reward remains in Olam Haba, and the Torah does not speak much of it for two reasons. One, we can't really comprehend it fully, and number two, the Torah is a national document. It speaks to the collective destiny of Klal Yisrael, where blessings and curses are expressed through the lens of collective finite history in this world, not individual eternity in the next world. The Ramban's view therefore balances the Rambam's emphasis on eternity with the Torah's repeated insistence that righteousness in this world leads to tangible Olam Hazeh blessings, especially on a national level. The Malbim's interpretation of Eikev brings us back to the micro level. While the Rambam and the Ramban explore the macro, the big picture, the Malbim hones in on the quality of our mitzvah observance. He writes, Eikev tishma'un. It's not just that you will perform the mitzvahs, but you will listen carefully, even to the mitzvahs that people tread underfoot. These are the interpersonal laws, the emotional nuances, the hidden obligations. What does that look like in our lives? Saying, I'm sorry before Yom Kippur, not just to Hashem, but to your neighbor. Honoring your parents, not just on their birthdays, but every day. Giving tzedakah, even when it's inconvenient, when there will be no plaque to put on the wall. It's in these moments that true greatness emerges. As Reb Dessler writes in Michtav Me'Eliyahu, the real test of life is in the neshama, the soul of the details. Not the drama, it's in the ordinary moments that we all have to deal with. Further in the Parsha, Moshe asks rhetorically, V'ata Yisrael ma Hashem Elokecha shoyel me'imach. Ki im liyira es Hashem Elokecha. And now, Israel, what does Hashem ask of you? Except to fear Hashem. The Gemara in Brachos famously asks, is fearing Hashem such a small thing? Reb Chaim of Volozhin explains from Moshe, who lived with such intense spiritual clarity, Yiras Shamayim was a small thing. But for us, this verse outlines an ideal spiritual progression. Begin with fear or awe of Hashem, which sets healthy boundaries and awareness, and that will grow into love, a heartfelt desire to draw close. That will then deepen into loyalty, walking in Hashem's ways and embodying His midos. And it will culminate ultimately in joy, in simcha, where serving Hashem becomes a source of delight. The pasuk continues, to love Hashem, your God, and to walk in His ways. Here the Rambam in Sefer HaMitzvos and Hilchos Yisodei HaTorah defines Avas Hashem as a burning desire to know Him, to understand Hashem's wisdom and to act in His image. This is the highest form of mitzvah observance. Not just checking boxes, but allowing ourselves to be transformed by them. Let's draw some practical lessons from these commentators. From the Rambam, don't mistake comfort for reward. Use bracha to deepen your spiritual life. When Hashem grants comfort in this world, use it like the Rambam says, as a platform for more learning, more mitzvahs, more chesed. That way comfort becomes not an illusion of reward, but a partner in reaching the real reward. Your daily schedule should reflect your priorities, learning, chesed, tefillah. From the Rambam, the world is not random. Eretz Yisrael in particular responds to your mitzvah observance. Don't be discouraged by spiritual efforts that don't bear instant fruit. Trust in Hashem's long-term plan. From the Malbim, we should re-examine our smaller, in quotes, mitzvahs, lashon hara, kavod, business ethics, humility, and sometimes holiness is how you do the deed, not just that you did it. May we all be zeicha to fulfill even the mitzvahs that others overlook, and may we walk with integrity, serve Hashem with joy, and merit both the material blessings of this world and the eternal reward of the next. Have a wonderful Shabbos. My name is Avram K., and you're watching Alfei Panim.